Can you hear some of your headphones?
I hear it.
I do.
You do?
You still hear it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Check, 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 check. Hello, 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 hello. Happy Sunday to each of you. Welcome to the show, the final show of 2024. Hmm. Wow. Well, guys, welcome in. How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
What you say?
Pretty good.
There we
Pretty
go.
good. Hear me now.
I can. All right. Hello, everyone. I got people checking in online. Hello to all of you. Hey, Courtney. Hannah. Hey to you. Um, we are here, the final Sunday of the year, and a few days, few hours away from a new calendar year. So we got a pretty heavy show for 1 hour tonight to get ready for the year. So a lot of people say, new calendar year is just another day. Just this is not even real. This is what they be saying? Um, man-made rotation, right? Always something. But I do find great joy in being able to start afresh, start new. That's what I like. So that's what we're going to talk about. How to do that. We've been looking forward to highlights from 2024, things to look at, lessons that you learned. And you all can be part of this conversation all throughout the hour. 994849994894. You can also post your comments wherever you watch from, maybe streaming. We are in a few places. So wherever you see us, let us know. If you don't see us responding, that means that we don't see you. So please let us know where you are. You can call us and tell us, hey, I'm on the so-and-so page, 205-994-8949. Gentlemen, how have you been? Seems like it's been forever. We only missed like a week, right? 2 weeks? Or it's been 3 weeks. I don't know. Y'all were going out of town.
Yeah.
2 weeks. That's it.
That's it.
Okay. So how's it been? Been a long time.
I can't complain. Really
Amen.
solid. Same show, new episode.
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so nothing exciting. Okay.
Like I did a lot of moving that I wouldn't normally do
Mm-hmm.
between going to the conference and going to Charlotte for Thanksgiving and
Mm-hmm.
then going to New Orleans after that.
Oh, yeah. That
Like,
is like,
yeah, so I would not normally like that. I would move minimally. So it's been good to kind of just let go, explore, communicate to my clients that I ain't gonna be available. Which
yeah.
normally I'll be like, I'm out of town, but I'll still be
Yes. It's,
create new boundaries and
come on.
stuff. So yeah. So I've been
Mm-hmm.
moving holiday, but January finna be back.
Okay. Okay.
Working, man?
I've been working, but
Okay.
like I can't justify a trip till about March
It's
at this
okay.
point.
As you were speaking, I'm like, yeah, we switched places because I have to go and I haven't gone. And it's because of that. Be able to justify things. Things start to make sense. Just kind of starting to make sense again. Personal bonuses. Um, and just blessings. Thanks, you guys. Hey, Eric Hall. Welcome, Bert. Hey, welcome in, you guys. So, yeah, I feel you on that, and I'm glad that you got that time in and the experience and the understanding of boundaries. That's a big part of tonight's conversation. Hey, so you were sick.
sick, man. Down sick with that thing.
But
The viral,
whatever that
whatever.
thing is, that
Whatever, all the
everybody's been,
letters they give it.
whatever that is, that everybody has been battling.
Yeah, man. It's weird.
But you're okay now.
Better today.
Eddie, you got your thermometer on there because he got a fever. He got
I ain't no fever.
I ain't got a thermometer.
I had to go to work today.
Nobody coughing around me.
He got a mask. Okay. but outside of that, all is well.
Yeah, all is well. Good service today.
Yeah,
And
man.
had a couple of giveaways. I worked through the sickness. One of them, Honey Friends was cool over in West End. Shout out to Honey. She's doing big things. The D8, D9 giveaway helped out. Counselor Tate with that. The one prep was cool.
Okay.
Right. So just kind of sticking my dick in all these woods.
That's what's
Trying
up.
to make some shape.
Get it in the community around. So for me, I guess 2 weeks. Sounds like they've been a blur. Hill on Wheels was vandalized, but now it's back rolling. It's officially rolling. So we did some deliveries out of Hill on Wheels on Christmas Eve after the on rolling collection. And for those who may not know, I don't know where you've been. We've been doing that for the past several years. And Keep on Rolling is designed to provide rolling luggage for those who are transient or experiencing homelessness, just kind of in between spaces. As a therapist in the community, a community therapist, I've dealt with situations where people would be given things and needing something, and you give them what they need, but then they don't have anywhere to put it. And so they come back. I don't know what I did with that. I don't know what my social security card is. I don't know where they put it. I don't know because they don't have it. I was like, God given. Keep on rolling. Let's get something to help people get from one to the next. Not a garbage bag. My goodness, not a garbage bag. And Walmart bag. Nope. I don't want none of those. Rolling luggage. So we did that, and that was a success. This year was the biggest that we've seen in a long time. It was a huge success. So thanks to everybody that was a part of that. I was just telling you how to look. It ain't different. It was a huge success. So thank you to everybody who contributed to that in any kind of way. Still got back. We were actually able to give to more organizations than we said. So got to deliver to the Love Lady Center.
Sweet.
They weren't even on it, but we got enough for them to get bags as well. And that'll be about the size of it. But then folks still calling. I don't have stores for you guys. So that's it. Wait till next year.
Shout out to those softball girls.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Their coaches and parents that took us on to our S last year. And last year, they collected items, but this year they came and they were actually the L. So it was a great time with the softball team from Ripley High School. So yeah, that's pretty much all I remember from the past, you guys. Why is it all I remember? I don't know. But that was the highlight. Okay. So yeah. What about you guys? 994-8949 in the comments. How did you, this is the holiday season. So within this season, you're doing a lot of holiday parties, shopping, relaxing. Some people don't do any of it. They just take time to re-up, just rest. Just keep it simple. So some people did that, and I'm quite sure they feel good. Good for them.
I saw some holiday cruising too, so that was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start. Let's start with what 2024 did for us. Any lessons that we learned, anything that we experienced. 2024. Are you pleased with it? How it turned out? Could it have what's your assessment of 2024?
Brutal, broken, blessed.
Now that's heavy.
Yeah.
It was brutal, broken, and then still blessed.
Because I'm still got opportunity. Yeah.
Yet another day.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Your face is like, whoa.
I can relate.
Yeah, man.
This year was quite neutral for me. It feel like it went by fast.
It does.
I can't remember off the top of my head anything special that happened. in terms of my life, it's kind of like I worked through 2024. As I said last year, this is gonna be the year of recovery.
You said the same thing about
Yeah, this gonna be part 3.
He's got episodes.
Time to be part 3. year of
Serious.
recovery.
okay.
My boy got serious.
Okay. So this is part 3 because it does seem like post pandemic we still are trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
It really does seem that way. Like I don't know what year that was. I don't. Y'all feel like that?
No, it's a real thing. Like ask any brother that as a church, it's still a real thing. Still 60% capacity, maybe if you're doing good. Yeah.
If you're doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So post pandemic, here we are at 2024. The pandemic, COVID-19 is when this happened. 2020 was like the kickoff for real, right? Like that's when everything happened. We came out of it. I don't even know, like
22.
All right.
End of 21.
So for like 2 years, we were in it, in the thick of it. And then we come out of it. 23. I remember 23. I lost like a whole lot of people. Like that was crazy. But that's how I saw a meme about that. It was like, I had to find it, but basically it was like you don't even exist no more. Death is it was a twist on it. It was kind of comical, but it's so strange, right? Just imagine in the year 23, I may have lost like 23 people that were close to me. So like after 23, 24 was the next year. And I'm like, well, that was a blur because so much death. I don't even know if I know we're born in here. I don't. Wow. It's just a whole bunch of death. Yeah. So that was 23, 24, which is kind of like the year after all the death.
That's why I said brutal. It's like lost several people in that space, and you take time to process each one. And one thing for me, people forget, like pastors, we're in a different seat because we got to grieve everybody, whereas you get pretty much grieve your family.
Yeah.
Or your what, and so, it's almost numb, and that's why I know it's time to get back to the couch.
And that's what my blind spot is because I didn't lose any family during COVID. So my experience with loss is through the lens of my clients who have lost family in COVID.
Yeah.
So when you say being in a different seat, like I didn't even sit in the seat of mourning family that was lost because I didn't lose family, but the seat that I'm in is trying to help my clients, diffuse that experience they're having. And I feel that depending on how they express that themselves.
Yes. Yeah. And then depending on like how they express it, how often you talk to them, how often they come. I know that was something for me. And then like the depth of some of those losses. Like I had a lot of clients that lost young men. And that always bothers. But just seeing those families have to deal with that, I'm like, and then working with young men, and then loving young men, like all of those different emotions that come with the job. But then in the personal piece of all of it, it's like a heaviness in the personal piece when you think about 2024. But I'm almost certain there were some good things that happened. I mean, we did stay alive, but I just can't really tell you.
Yeah.
What? What else?
Some of the lessons are definitely takeovers, rollovers, right? So I look at it like the year of 24 is like the year of under construction, so now you get to kind of look at your blueprints and look at your buildings and your frames, make sure, it's time to start dressing that stuff up. Your walls, your wiring.
Okay. All right. So, 2024, just a few hours left in it. How did 2024 treat you? What lessons did you learn? I will say one lesson, like the bigger lesson that I learned was a lot of times you can't define your you know what I'm saying? Like you can't define your purpose in somebody else's life. That was a lesson that I learned. And then the other way around, like I can't always define your role in my life. It's a lesson that has to be learned. And once it's learned, kind of accepting what comes from that. Like, well, what do we do with that? Are we gonna be friends still? Are we gonna date still? Are they gonna like you still? Are we gonna talk still? Should I even be a part of whatever it is you're doing? Or should I just let it be what it is and be okay with it and keep moving? How do we manage that? Because I did see a lot of um, this is the season where we cut people off. We wrap things up. You are not going into the new year with me. Whatever. How y'all
That's
see that?
to me, that's the easy way sometimes. Because to me, the process of just going through it and getting over it, working it out, if it can be, but to me, it's like I cut off 'cause I don't want to do the work of having those hard conversations sometimes. And I think a lot of people just throw in the towel prematurely, um, to the fact where you don't even give it the energy to work it out. You just snip, snip. And I think COVID has a lot to do with that too. We like disconnected a little bit, in my personal opinion. But anyway.
Okay.
I think that if every year around this time you're having to cut people off, I think you need to reassess how you bring people into your life in the first place.
Mhm.
Why is it a continuous cycle? And sometimes it can be a decision making, but sometimes it can be that you're like you gotta prune your life every now and then. So it don't have to be a bad decision. It just might be that if you're on an active journey of healing, if you're on an active journey of shifting and changing, where the only thing in this world, the only constant in this world is change, then maybe some people just don't fit in the journey. And for me, it's like you fit me now. You might not fit me next year. You could fit me better. You could fit me worse. It just depends on if people around me are changing in the way that I change. And so, but I do think doing it every year, it's time to investigate. Am I making bad decisions about how I bring people in my life? Am I just bringing everybody in? Or am I doing some research of my life, but when I'm changing?
I like that perspective. Yeah, and I mean it's great for the most part. You look at what you do. So who are you to these different relationships? So I know for me, professionally, in a lot of relationships, there are different roles. So sometimes I'm thinking one thing and I'm seeing it go further than we are in, right? Like this moment is cool, but I can see more for this. And maybe you don't need to go. Maybe this is your stop.
Yeah.
And for a minute, that would be a point of contention where I would think, let people hang around and then they'll see themselves out. They'll see themselves away. But how do we feel about 2025 being a year of you?
I think that's kind of a common thing I'm saying.
Like no need for no need to focus on everybody else and the team and my supporters and my group and my friend, all of that. What if you just focus on you in 2025? What is that selfish? Is that problematic?
No, I think that's definitely where I'll be. The same energy I put out the last 2 decades with everybody. I'm gonna see how I feel. Put that in me. How far do I get it in 1 year?
Man, what? We're all on the same page. So does that mean that we're not going to be cool anymore? What does that mean?
You just said it. Hey,
What does this mean?
elevator got floors.
Jeez, you guys.
Door opens. Get off. Hey.
We're just getting started, and now you're going to be selfish. So that's how people look at that, though. Dang, we rocking, we good. And then, you go from, I know for me, a lot of downtime, maybe having, time to go out. We may go for a drink. We may go to dinner or a 2-hour conversation on the phone. I don't see me doing that. I really don't. And some people are going to be upset about that. They're going to think I'm making
fun. Well,
you got space for people that would act funny if you were telling them that I'm me this year.
Ooh.
And there we are. So if you have to explain to people that I got to do things different, and different does not mean that I'm deleting you or anything like that. But I do need to focus on me in a different way. What am I calling needs for attention?
I just got 2 words. It's called personal development.
Personal development.
We do a lot of professional, but let's do personal development. Let's do growth. Let's do discipline. Let's do all that right there.
Okay. What are you all thinking? You're watching, you're listening. What are you thinking? So 2024, how did it treat you? What did it teach you? And then what are you taking into 2025 as either a lesson, a motto, or a mission. What is your mission in 2025? Like I'm quite sure that this year has some type of numerical significance. Y'all know I don't do numbers for real, but I can only imagine that 25 is something massive. I don't know. Somebody tell me what that is, what's supposed to happen. So let's look at what's happening locally.
I got another list before we go into
Yes.
that. I was diagnosed with diabetes about 6 weeks ago.
Mhm.
I spent 24 hours in the hospital because my blood glucose had gotten high, and so they had to get my numbers down to regulate me. I left out there with, being on insulin and some changes that I needed to make.
Yes.
And I just want to say at no point of that experience did I feel like it was a loss, did I feel like something bad. I feel like I was given an opportunity to lean to changing, being intentional about my diet, and to be a lot more involved in my health than I have. I fortunately am in sync with my body. I'm a man that's not to go to the hospital if it calls for it, and so my body is slightly out of sync with me there, to where no damage was done to my eyes, no retinopathy, no issue. So I just want to encourage everybody, particularly men, though, get your A1C checked. If you don't have a PCP, get you a primary care physician.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start taking our health more seriously into consideration. If you don't have health care, the marketplace is still open until the January 15th to be able to sign up for that. And that's something that I learned in 2024, but I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as a challenge to help me be more intentional about this moment, this particular moment, this thing that happened. This moment was made for me to see who I am.
All right.
And I'm glad that I got it. And I'm glad with the progress that I've been making since being on the journey.
So, just quick, I thank you for sharing that. And then, what progress have you made?
I changed my diet dramatically. A lot of people don't know that, but I'm down about 18 pounds now from just diet. I started working out because I was waiting to get a glucose monitor. You do too much working out, sugar gonna drop low, and it's gonna be a problem. So, I'm up for starting in January, not as a resolution. I don't really do resolution, but it's already on the docket just for the health.
So get it. That's what's up. And this is on your own.
Yeah.
All right. That's
That's dope.
intentional, right? That's very intentional. So, guys, you can go to the doctor for your girl. Get yourself checked through somebody else. You have to go on your own. And when you feel different, you need to go. Whatever that might be, whatever type of feeling it is. I feel a little dizzy. Go see. Go see.
Your body tell you something, listen to it.
Yep.
Listen to it.
All right.
The conversation.
We'll be checking in on that in 2024. What's Hot with Health is coming. Meds Plus is going to join us again continuously. We've been talking about that for years. So this year, we're going to have them coming in and talking about those things. They are big on that. So we'll be hearing them and sharing with them here on the show. All right. So I see a comment. What up, Cliff? And he said, let's just jump straight in locally. Things to expect in 2024. Miles been robbed by A&M.
Yeah.
They've been robbed by A&M a couple times. Still didn't. I mean, no, I didn't get robbed on that one. I don't know what happened. But yeah, okay. So had I told you, I knew you.
Man, good move. I don't feel like it's a rob. He's definitely getting an elevation here.
Okay.
You can see his progression. High school, college, better college fit. Big loss considering the season for the school. But we lost Ruff. We'll replace Shade.
Okay.
I don't see no Shade.
Ain't no shade with Shade. So if you all don't know what we're talking about, Niles College, well, our friend here says Niles College was robbed of a coach. Their head coach just won a massive season, but the coach can't win the season. The team won the season, but they were led by Coach Sam Shade, who what did they make?
Playoff.
Okay.
First postseason.
Okay, so historical season for Miles College. And right at the end of the historical season, he gone. He goes to Alabama A&M University. So with sports, let's Like, isn't that kind of like a part of the game where you anticipate that? Like, the coach is winning, this team is great, unless it's the NFL. Because, I mean, it's the NFL. You stay with the winning team, right?
I
But
mean,
anywhere under that, you are always thinking for progression.
D2, now he's at D1.
So teams kind of know that, man, we doing all this winning, he gonna be our coach. They probably be like,
Yeah, it was talk before the season.
dang,
Hey, it's about to happen.
kind of sad. Okay.
And there's been a lot of moves, even on the high school level. It's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of shakeups.
What's happening in high schoolish?
Nelson is not at Shades anymore. Ruben Nelson won that 16 championship at Ramsey. First one at Ramsey in a long time.
Okay.
Then you have Coach Bates going to Shades back.
Okay.
So got a little switcheroo there. You have our brother Michael Vick. He's got a job in his home state. And so and it's getting interesting because a lot of the former players are starting to go back.
It's our time, right? Like, we grew up, the people that we grew up, we're the adults now. So the people that we grew up cheering for and seeing and supporting, now they are new generation of players. And that's just kind of how it goes. So why not go back to where it all started for you? All right. So I don't know if it was a robbery or what. I think that just kind of how it went, how it goes. But who may be next for Miles College? Is there somebody out there on the coaching staff? Like, how does that go? Oh, we'll be listening up there.
Yeah, we're gonna be listening out. I hadn't heard anything in my connection circles, but in my mind, there are a couple of names that I can see.
Okay.
Definitely, some Miles guys filling in that slot.
Okay. Well, we'll keep our ears open. The season just ended.
High
so-
school. Let's see, high school move.
All right. So that's the thing on sports.
One more. What about the Travis?
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I've been unplugged in the chat.
Travis, the highest and the high.
Okay. So, and more than anything, I was in on the other side of it.
Okay.
Congratulations on the win, on the Heisman win. Okay, let me get him some applause for that. He did do that. Did that. But what has overshadowed the Heisman win is the girlfriend, the pic, the smile,
Video.
the daddy. I mean, everything else has overshadowed the Heisman win. Because I was about to say, who is Travis? That's what you were about to get from me. So,
And stop clapping.
yeah, because what? First of all, man, look, Eddie, what you want to say?
You got that smile. Go ahead.
It's a lot to
You
say.
leaning in on
Because it's embarrassing.
It's a lot of things that's been done about his situation, and I teeter on the side of if you want to, curate your own family, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Golly, okay.
It's looking bad.
It
We
is.
don't know the internal workings of their relationship and stuff. We don't know how she's been present for him, but it's just not looking good. It don't look like an equitable situation. It don't look like they are even the same. At least the aesthetics of whatever happened, after more stuff from the internet is ruthless.
Yeah.
Yeah. They gonna find you. They done found her in the club with dudes with the same outfit on that she had in the convenience store while she's telling the story about he used to go out for these parties and wait outside.
Yes. Where his cousins? And what your mama said? Like, it's no way that my son, brother, cousin would be in such a situation. Homeboy, bro, can't be that.
He about his life. He don't get in.
We're gonna find you somebody else. We want you to focus on you. We're gonna focus on you this year. we need to focus on you. You're blowing it. You haven't even started yet. Oh man,
It got interesting real quick.
Yeah.
And I really hate that it overshadowed that high school.
Heisman. Yeah.
I did that.
Okay, what's the deal? Okay, so that's that part. It did overshadow. Like I just said, who's Travis? I thought it was about Travis, Chicago dog. I did. Because if we're in Birmingham, I'm
Your face.
And I didn't even think about it. But what was the deal with his dad? He was at home watching. He made a speech about his dad. I was in a bar on the south side. We went over there after Party Present. So I was seeing it on TV. And I saw Deion Sanders, I saw his son, and then I saw this guy that I didn't know. And Logan was sitting there. I was like, who is that? Why Logan said it was Deion, one of Deion's sons. I was like, no, it's not. Definitely not that. So that happened first. Then once I started putting together who it was, and I was like, well, where's the family? And his dad, what they showed his daddy on TV at home crying later.
Yeah.
Cause the girlfriend.
I missed that piece.
Really?
I missed that piece about the dad.
I need you to go read that. See
Yeah.
that was different too. Not too much. All right. Hopefully in the new year he'll get some support, some staff. Yeah, Sam Shade. Go help this young man. Help this young man.
He's got prime.
He needs what?
He's got prime. He's gonna be all right. He's gonna help him with the prenup.
All right. All right. 994-8949. What are we missing? That's sports. It's the most part of sports. It's most recent over the past 2 weeks. Anything that you all can think of that has happened that stuck with you and you like, man, what? I want to talk about it. And moving forward to politics, because this is about to be, 2024. We are enjoying these last couple of hours because it's about to be all Trump all day.
Yeah, it's cooking.
Y'all know I hate to see him talk. It's some people. Yeah, never mind. I'll tell y'all. There's somebody local that be talking like Trump in the political arena too, and I'm like, man, stop. I can't wait to tell y'all.
Oh.
It's so annoying. But Trump, though, we about to see him and his people all the time in just a few weeks. Are y'all ready for that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going down. It didn't already went down. Round one happened.
It's like imploding, right? It's an implosion.
Round two this week. Yeah.
Folks started calling Elon the president. Trump had to come out and address that, but it's looking like Elon's decisions and tweets are falling up into the mainstream.
I'm sending the tweets real time. Took you a while to get out of bed that day. Yeah.
So you all say we're ready for the new administration to go ahead and take charge, take control, and we are gonna buckle in.
It's a ride. Like, we avoided a shutdown.
We did, okay, last minute. But that happens all the time. Like,
but at least get in office.
every time you look around, we're gonna shut down.
They had a plan together until Elon Musk tweeted.
Yeah.
And then the plan went down the drain.
Loaded.
This is where the dilemma come on. Yeah, shutdown taking all the time, but a billionaire tweeted that happened to have a little side, little bit wrong.
He owns the Twitter. It's space.
I mean, okay, so there was a plan, and then the administration is not even the administration yet had such a voice in it that it messed it up.
I mean, yeah, it also looks like Biden's about quiet quitting right now.
I mean, why not?
It's like
to hell with it.
Gone from everything, not involving himself. We ain't seen Kamala.
But that pardon pretty thick.
Okay.
Boy said, get it. Everybody get out.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
You run around like Jesus with Lazarus.
I mean,
everybody get it.
You can get them up. Get them up. So basically, just taking them off of the death penalty, and okay, you probably still be in the devil, but this ain't gonna kill you. If I were on the other side of that as a relative or as a victim of any of those crimes committed, how would I feel about that?
Ooh.
I
thought about it. I thought about it as it happened, but then I was like,
well, and none of the first wins pardons.
Yeah.
That he commuted the sentences and the criteria. So because he released the cash judge, the judge that was, getting hits and getting payoff to a certain place, which Law and Order had. They have an episode about everything.
And it is so
Yeah, it's like they dramatized something a lot more. But the criteria was anybody who had been released during the pandemic
Right.
and was currently at home, he just commuted all of those sentences for the most part. Like they was already home. They hadn't been doing no harm. This judge clearly ain't gonna be a judge no more. I hate that he was serving all of that time, but they on as a record, they still on their record, whatever it is. So if people were gonna be mad about, I'm saying if people were mad about them sentences being commuted, they should have been mad. They got able to be sent home during the pandemic. They should have said you need to get jail food.
Because the luxury of being at home with DoorDash and
Hey,
Uber Eats,
everybody money.
Amazon delivery. I mean, it's whatever.
True.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, what else is it for me to do? I'm not out of here.
Another
Bye.
round of songs was taping.
I still make
Well,
payments, so I don't care nothing about that either.
I'm sorry, because I'm still on that too.
to
So whoever that applies to.
add to the people taking off in the row,
Mm-hmm.
my own policy, I don't believe in choosing when people die. So I don't care about the death penalty at all. But I do hate that the desire for people to be so out for blood in the society that we have, because we come from a murderous society.
Yeah, that's how we were born.
That's how everything happened. So it's like it's ingrained in a lot of people to want that blood. When just let them die in prison if it's gonna be the case. I mean, frankly, the prisons are overpopulated. That many people don't need to be in the prison. To me, if you gonna put somebody on death row, again, if this does exist, I don't believe should exist. If you're gonna put somebody on death row, you might as well knock them off in a week.
I mean, yeah,
Why you waiting?
on them. Oh.
Take their money.
I guess this moment indicates that there is hope for them at some point during the end of a presidency, maybe to not be put through that. But why we got somebody in this high level of anxiety for 15, 20 years? Why, like when they say this dude who did these crimes in 1997 has been,
Bro,
what?
I remember one man. I think last year I saw him. I was in the second grade.
Yeah.
Why y'all keep shooting? Can we go and do some work already?
Right here.
Brian.
If you gonna do it,
If that's it, right? If that's what you want to do,
I
now
don't agree with it. But if
if that's what you gonna do, do it.
get them out of here.
So that's all of these nonpartisan decisions to make. Should we kill them? Should we keep them? Should we send them home? Should we keep them? Should we do this? Should we do? I'm focusing on me this year.
Okay.
That is across the board. I'm gonna do enough to know what's happening and to have intelligent conversation and see where I need to position myself.
Yeah.
But
I guess we'll be reading books.
who writing them? Are they on the band book? So we can't. I'm writing another one. I'm just write one. Okay.
I need you to get that together.
Yeah.
Libraries.
Working on it as well. We're working on that.
Yeah.
2025 in every way. So political, you guys say that we're ready. It is what it is. We're gonna boot up, and be ready.
Yeah. Home team. We exceeded our homicide count.
I was
We made history.
about to hit applause the way you brought that in. I thought you were about to talk about sports or something. You're talking about Birmingham, Alabama, making a record-breaking year of violence.
I don't even want to give a number because it's still kind of going. We're in the 140. Yeah. So, but violent crimes are down.
So, you mean to tell me that homicides are not vital crimes, violent crimes?
All the rest of the categories.
Those are down.
Assault, yeah.
Because I'm gonna just kill you. That's gonna make those numbers go. So once again, we are a society that is violent.
Out for blood.
No matter what.
No doubt about paying that call. It's
Or
killing
something, right? Like life doesn't mean anything. So in 25 seconds.
You ain't gotta play Call of Duty. You can just go read history. You can just go read about slavery. You can go read about revolt. You can read about you can go read about teeth that flipped over into the ocean.
Yeah. I'm going crazy.
Like you ain't gotta go recent. People be talking about this rap music. What you mean this rap music?
what they say.
Confederate War.
Like before they were rap.
Yeah.
They were raping and killing. This is not new. It's not new, but it kind of seems as if it's something that we're not. I don't know. Is it?
It's been a long time. 1930. Who was killing in the 1930s? The show one up. But anyway,
But so these numbers now reflect that it is us, right?
well, it's
It's up,
definitely
it's up.
higher. No, it's higher on our end, but
Right.
we weren't doing that back then.
And
That
I
was,
saw a lot of
that was
people
us being
and I saw a
by
lot of people in Tarrant, Inglewood. Like I saw one street where it was like so many, so that explains a lot, even without getting into the depth of the explanation.
it's
Huh.
starting to spread around. Yeah.
If you live in Birmingham, you're watching and you're listening, what are your thoughts on it? A year of crime and violence. Is it on leadership? Because a lot of people say, "Hey, the mayor." It's
I've
on
seen.
the police chief.
I mean, I've seen that. We're
It's
on our third.
in a year.
I ain't gonna say in a year, but
No,
we're
in
on
a
our
few
third,
years.
yeah.
In a
We're on
hot
our
minute.
third.
But this is about to be on my Facebook soon. But I've been uniquely situated to be able to sit at the detention center in a podcast room they have for the kids, and I'm interested. You know, it's been unofficial now, just kind of getting the system together. But like going into 2025, it's about to be creating a podcast for Birmingham to hear what the youth's experiences are and to get some understanding of what's going on with them from those vantage points. I'll post it on my Facebook to kind of see what questions the city wants to know from these kids as I structure these conversations with them. What do you want to know? What will get us closer to knowing what the answer is between what being leadership, being, parenting, being, community and society? Because I can tell you, kids right now, in Gate City or Kingston right now, the likeliness that they got a pistol at 12 is higher than a lot of other cities. What is that? What part of that? Because what is it about the parents that can't afford to be in another area outside? What influences in that environment is creating that dynamic? What can leadership do about a place like that? Do the churches have a role in dealing with that issue? Is the issue too big for mental health to be something that can step in and resolve it at the moment? Like in those environments, because when I talk to kids in those areas, it's a very similar story that comes to an outcome that got them in the detention center.
Absolutely.
Sometimes for something like frivolous, one kid up to fire on the kid, and it's like, but it was peer pressure. He got a tattoo put on him. He got a tattoo put on him, and every time he tried to get out, they wouldn't let him. And he's 12 up against 19 and 20-year-olds.
So all of the other factors before.
So what are we doing? And how do we help that kid not be pressured by the time he turns 12 and be pressured by 19-year-olds that really don't care? Maybe.
Okay. You're speaking from that area. I'm at the Dana Project. You're in the middle of the high school. So then there are these different pockets of young people and different perspectives. And then the fourth pocket is the Battle Youth Crew. So this year we are pushing the Battle Youth Crew, high school juniors and seniors, college freshmen and sophomores will be here. They will be in these seats to have that conversation, different vantage points of what young people see, feel, and need. The detention center is one place. The Dana Project is one place. The schools are one place, but then the airways are another place where we can have those conversations and they can really, speak and hopefully facilitate the conversation. That's the hope. We are far removed from being teenagers at this point. I don't look like it or feel like it.
And just teaching them, it keeps your ear in the pocket.
Right.
But just to piggyback on, it's strange because the school that I'm at compared to the other high schools, and I get this narrative, and I'm like, yeah, but they live next door to each other, right?
That's my cousin. That's my
So it's
sister.
like kids they're really not that different.
No, and they will tell you you're not that different.
Yeah, so they live right next door to the people that go to jail, Huffman, and so I think a lot of it can be some leadership. A lot of it can be some church. It's a collective, and I think what we've missed is the opportunity to get them to the table.
We call that multidisciplinary collaboration.
Yes, that's what we call
Doctor
that.
Head.
So-
Look, that's what we call that. Multidisciplinary. So people from different backgrounds, tables having conversations, but not neglecting the ones who need to be at the table. Oh, why would you have a conversation about young people and they ain't there?
Doom, doom.
So, I think a big part of it is kids have a level of risk. It's just the access to risk I had was sticking in my grandma and my granddaddy cooking jar and his archway oatmeals that we were supposed to eat.
This country risk.
You know what I'm saying? It's like my risk was that. Somebody's risk was sneaking a boy into the house or a girl into the house and, hoping you don't get caught.
That was the beginning of it.
Yeah, but when you have access to a community that is violent, you have the access to a different level of risk.
It's more risk.
Yeah, and so that risk is going to be different. But I think as kids, we all participate in that risky behavior, because our brains ain't developed. We ain't got, we don't have a understanding of consequences.
Adolescence.
Yeah, and so
Lessons.
so you don't do something risky when you're a kid, but
Yeah.
like some kids just have access to risk that is so great that it can cost life. What do we do about it?
The interesting thing is it's not the kids though,
Okay.
and I think people are missing that part. When I started looking at some of the breakdown on the numbers, we keep on saying the younger generation. Okay, we can say this, but this is from 27, 28, 30, 31. These are some grown people. They're younger, but they're not high schoolish.
We have a parenting problem just across the board. The
Yeah.
role of parent, when people become parents, why people become parents. We talk about legislation. I almost want to say that, hey, I'll be a lobbyist. I'll go to somewhere and say that before people or when people find out that they're pregnant, you have to enter courses. You have to have some courses. And in these courses, we're going to talk about, some therapy sessions right there, vicarious trauma, environment, all of that. I would say that. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if I need to go to Japan and try it first because they'd be willing to try stuff. But maybe that needs to happen because the parents, the environment, the generational issues that, 2024 was like this in my family, but it was like that in 1994 and 84 and 64 and 34. I'm coming from those same people that never really got it.
Well, and I wasn't trying to make it sound like youth are the ones that are doing the crime.
Oh, definitely.
That 30-year-old inside of him is a 13-year-old
Okay.
that didn't get his familial needs met.
Absolutely.
That the church didn't into his family's needs as it could have been intended to. Where mental health wasn't taken seriously in this community.
Yeah.
And where legislators failed to pass something that represented what looked like him or her.
Yeah.
So that 30-year-old was still that kid that needed to be understood from a societal lens of how did he get
That 50, however old a man is, that vandalized 55, 56. And you out here rooted, going in and demolishing the ignition and steering column on the pad. You going crazy, 10 years old. I'm talking about 30 minutes. You about to drive around Birmingham with a sunflower van.
I still can't. Where's you going?
What you doing?
Where you go?
Guess
But
what?
It's that part, like you said, like it's a risk. You wouldn't take that risk because it could have been the other way instead of the police could have been
Because hey, I'm there, ready.
So
that mindset, to your point, somebody who experienced something in life that put them on a track to have you up at 4 o'clock in the morning looking for something to take from somebody else that is designed for you. You ain't even read it. It didn't matter what was on the side of it. It was an easy take. So now I gotta come to your birthday. I'll be there.
Because it ain't one of them situations where you 28 years old, business suit on, a briefcase, and then at 30 you got picked up for murder, homicide. It ain't that.
50 something.
This person been struggling for 40 years.
Yeah.
And it culminated into a moment that they may or may not be able to recover from.
wow.
Well, restorative justice allows the victim to be a part of the process for the offender.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to come see some classes. I want you to come sit on the van. Now you can actually get in and look around and say, what you looking for? Now we can explore it together. Yeah, got to hear the little you.
And that, a lot of people are looking at that as a soft way, but I think it's the best way because you actually get them to be a part of the solution too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
come on, like yeah.
Didn't want to
Um,
preach yeah.
but you do run the gambit on the other side where a lot of the crime that has happened, especially the homicide, like a lot of these they got previous cases.
Sure, it's a rap shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the Niles law is, I was not an advocate for it at first, but it is starting to show itself to be
Oh yeah.
some pretty good stuff.
What
Um,
you did?
I was more afraid that it was slanted towards that population. But hey, if you got a prior rep, bro, you just don't get that bail. And our
Understand.
DA getting that legislation to kind of go up on the bail. What is it, 1.5 mil? So, hey, your folks got to go put a couple of houses up there. It just can't be grandma put that 60,000 up. So, the, outside of that, I think what you said is still go back to environment, education.
Absolutely.
Trademark. Okay. 2025 is on the way, and we have a few minutes, about 10 minutes left in this conversation, and we want to leave you and each other, just open conversation. Y'all ain't said much watching, but y'all ain't said a word. I'm okay with that. We all have minds are composed with what we're saying, and that's cool. So we definitely want to leave you with something to think about as you go into the new year. And just some thoughts and words because we're all in this together. We're all in this together. So what does it look like? What does it sound like? Somebody's struggling with something they've been struggling with for 20 years, and it's like, okay, well, this year is another opportunity for you to tackle it. You can do it this year. So let's go there. 2025. Looking forward to it in every way. We kind of talk about politically what we're anticipating. It's also an election year this year, right? In Birmingham. Local, yeah. So that's coming. Can't wait to see how that shapes. We don't know about that.
It's starting to shape up pretty good now.
Really? People are like,
they're starting to make some announcements. Ramon Billis. So the candidates are starting to pop out.
Gotta pop out. Okay.
Kendrick
Lamar is gonna be the halftime act for the Super Bowl. Have I heard the new album?
Oh yeah.
He's so angry. What kind of halftime show is that gonna be?
This is what is Victory Lap.
Yeah.
This whole album is
it's
taking little folks.
It is.
Like, I have to stream a goat. Like this kind of energy.
Like, whoa.
He is not letting nobody forget what happened.
It happened.
But then it's like at this point, once again, we don't even remember what happened. I don't know why you just mad. You won the battle, so what?
You definitely won. We're trying to sue.
This go back real far. It go back real far. If we go back to that Control verse, it go back to Drake being salty that he was mentioned by Kendrick Lamar from a friendly competition vantage point. He mentioned everybody. Cole, Wale, Crit. Just was like, hey, we knew. Let's show the world what we got. Drake took that bad. So it's like, how many years do you have to wait for somebody to keep sullying your name before you be like, okay, I've been having this in the tub.
Okay. I want to see how it shapes up as a halftime show. Like Beyonce went all out for her Texas Houston's halftime show. I didn't even see it because I saw snippets of it after.
If you go look at some of his performances, they are really artistic, really creative. Like I think every one of them shows him and a bunch of came shuffling in with chains on. Even his the Dr. Dre one, pretty solid.
I mean, he has always been solid. Yeah. But yeah, this new album, I'm just like, okay, not for me. All right. Oh yeah.
See some people over here talking about y'all can't we see the comment? Sorry,
we don't see them. Told y'all to tell us where you are. We'll have that fixed. 25 revital. Okay, so yeah, those tips and tools.
I would say create boundaries. Ooh. If you don't know how to create boundaries, then go find your therapist. Not a therapist. Go find your therapist and learn about yourself what's in the way of you creating those boundaries for yourself. Because if it's hard for you to create boundaries, it's something from your past that's in the way. If people are asking you to do stuff or requesting things of you and you don't want to do it, but you find yourself continuing to say, yeah, you got some stuff in there that you need to figure out what's in that Pandora's box in your brain.
Okay, so boundary setting and processing, really thinking through what is this? What has me trapped?
Mm,
Okay, that's a good one.
um, ooh, I think this is the year to accept, admit, and confess.
Mm.
Healing can't take place until you do those three.
Just heard that this morning.
Um, and therefore, I think this year, I think people need to really heal. There's trauma bonds. There's uh, your own the things you've caused, some generational situations.
Wait.
And I think as long as you continue to say, I'm okay, I'm all right, keep pressing on, keep pushing on without addressing it, it's going to keep showing up in each year. So let this be the year that you go ahead and, as Eddie Man said, go ahead and prune some of that, cut some of that stuff off. Yeah.
Okay.
Take some of that weight off. You can run light.
Okay. More. So, a new year. Like I said, I've seen people. I don't make resolutions. It's just a new year. Saying it's just a different day, month, new week. Whatever. People gonna be who they are. This is true. So since people are gonna be who they are, you be who you need. And I am there on that part. Like me being who I need to be for my satisfaction, for my comfort, for whatever environments that I'm in. I've always been myself, but I see a lot of people struggle with being able to be that or not being able to identify that. Like, who are you and are you comfortable with that? The only places that I see any type of shadows are with family, where I struggle with that piece. Whereas I'm my authentic self, but then when you talk about boundaries and no or whatever they may be, or doing things that you don't want to do, a lot of us struggle in that area with our family. As a family therapist, I'm going to put extra effort into that work, like making sure that my family is around. They understand, hey, your help is not you helping everybody else. You got to help you first. And what that may be, maybe you get on some kind of medication. That maybe you take your diet. That maybe you having some tough conversations. So I want to see that in my family and in other families because I've recognized in 2024 that that's been a lot of what has held me back. Not want to talk about things that affect their family. That's where it starts. So we can't have a conversation with our family. We can go make a Facebook post about it. It's crazy.
Because it's easy to cut it and have that conversation with the thumb.
Have it with the people that you need to be having it with. Figure out how to have it. Curate it so it can make sense. Maybe the relationship will be salvaged. That's always the point. But sometimes truth really does hurt.
Right.
And may have to.
Forgiveness is not always reconciliation. So it's okay.
And to be clear, like having that conversation with the people they need to be had with does not guarantee a positive outcome, but it does guarantee that you play your role in what the potential outcome could have been versus what it definitely would be if you don't take that step.
Right. So in any relationships, like I said, families for sure, but any relationship that means something to you, doing your part. They may not be able to comprehend it, understand it, whatever, but do your part by at least diving in and unpacking and see what conversations you need to be having in 2025 or before the year. I don't even want to have it in the new year. We're going to have it before so that in the new year, I ain't got to deal with it. Chop, chop. All right, y'all, it has been real, an amazing year. We came back major, and we're going to be even bigger and better, and I sound like Trump, in 2025. So we'll see you soon. Happy New Year. Y'all be vital.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, baby.
Peace. What's up, good people?
Get ready for Birmingham this New Year's Eve. Step into the magic of Havana Light. Join Lex Vino, Marriott Birmingham as we transform the city into a black music by sold out dancing.
I don't know who else is on here, but thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Um, Happy New Year. Hopefully you heard something that will help you and something that you can relate to. Make sure you'll hear something for that. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, be vital. Who did we see? Who were the people? Oh, man. All right. Somewhere. Okay. We're gonna figure it out. Yeah.